Hello and welcome back everyone to another episode of Crackdown, the hilariously fun open world game. Alright guys, so we're going to try and get a lot done today. We want to head up to the Radio 410 tower. We want to take this weapon with us. I don't really know what weapon I want to take with me. I suppose we'll take the shotgun for now. Let's go. Okay guys, we are going to be going after lots of stuff today, so let's have a look at our skills. We could do with again getting another health upgrade. That would be pretty nice. We still go down a lot, so there's that. I mean, you've always got to be aware that enemies should be able to take you out. I don't feel you should feel too overpowered in a game like this. Then again, it can sometimes feel like there's a lot to do. Now, we do want to try and pick up a sniper rifle if we can, because sniper rifles are useful. So let's head off this way, like so. Now, there could be a much easier way of getting this done by heading across to those rocky parts over there. So I'm going to try and head that way. I'm going to switch weapon naturally. So I'm going to try and head across this way through the water here. We should be able to do the weird swim dash. There we are. There we go. Thankfully, rock climbing in this game is nice and easy. I say that as they face me with a vertical wall.
Need assistance, Agent.
Should be able to climb up that. Oh no. They may have built this in a specific way so that I couldn't do that. Should be really disappointing if they did. Gotta say that, like, let's see, we should be able to scale this. There we go. This really does feel like a prime spot to have some hidden orbs and stuff like that. Right, let's head off in this direction. Oh look, there's a hidden orb just there. Because we want to head to there. That's where he's at. He's on those.
The marker
That's
on your
Gonzalez.
HUD shows you the way to your target.
Yeah, man, I love our agility is great, but we're pretty much done with the Los Muertos area. To be honest, we gained most of what we need from it. So there's still a few bosses for us to kill in this area, which is fair enough. Yeah, I like taking this approach. Whoa. You've got exactly the weapon I want, mate. So just stay there. Just stay there, pal. I'm coming. Come on. We can climb up this crevice. There we go. There we go, let's do that, and then we'll equip the long eye. There we go, that's what I want. The long eye means we can snipe.
Son of a bitch.
And that's the big deal. Snipe this dude. It'll make our life just that much easier, so we don't have to deal with any of this. Nearly done. There we go. Got you. Yeah, sniper rifles work real nice. Let's head off. I want to get that agility orb.
Ramon Gonzalez, recalculating your chances of successfully eliminating Garcia. Agency intel reveals that Gonzalez's death has impaired the availability of
death has
extreme
impaired the
firepower
availability
at
of the Kingpin Stronghold.
The
The removal has now increased. Yep. Cool. Because the Kingpin Stronghold now holds much better promise for me in that I should be able to take it out. And that over there is the Kingpin Stronghold. However, there are still more enemies. There are still more groups for us to kill here. There are still more places for us to do. So what we want to do is we want to try and get the last supply point, which I believe is like right in the middle there. It's the one that's like all fired up over there. Can we climb up that? Yeah, we probably could. Obviously I'm interested in going back to get that hidden orb, but that's fine with me. So what I want to try and do is I want to try and get that supply point that was flashing there, although I think that that might be the radio tower, in which case we've already got that, because that's the one we spawned at, right? Well, I want to get this long eye put away anyway. The long eye is a really useful weapon. There's tons of situations where you just need that range, and, well, this is the range. No, literally, it is. It's usually more than capable of insta-killing just whatever enemy you're facing. So let's head back. We've already got this one, but we'll head back. Alright guys, we are going to head off.
Nice.
I want to go... I do eventually want to move off to the Volk area anyway, but we want to get a weapon first. There's a very, very powerful weapon that we're going to want, and this weapon is going to allow us to... I'll switch that to the long eye, nice, and let's reload ammo and exit. There we go. Very, very nice. So, the way that you change area, location, whatever you want to call it, into each area is quite literally just by following main roads. It's just that simple, really. I find the easiest sort of method for that is to just run in, guns blazing like so. All these guys are going to get out, and then we're going to get in the car. Whoa, what the devil? Give me the car. Thank you. Did you see the policeman get run over? Okay, so the quickest way for us to get there is to just... so this door glitching out there. Good, so this is going to get us hopefully straight into the Shaigen area.
Intel to your personal networking.
Yeah, I think this is the Shaigen area. So it's either going to be the Volk or the Shaigen.
The Shaigen Corporation is a sinister and pervasive force.
Yeah, okay, so here we are. Take it to the agency garage to impound it. So that's something you can do to sort of collect vehicles and things. But what I want to do is I just want to find a supply point near me, and then I want to take it out. Now this area is pretty much meant for sort of end game, if you will. That's the point of it. It's meant... These kinds of things like cleats, it looks like cheats when you do it like that. See? Cheats Inc. There you are. These supply points are difficult to get to because you're meant to come to the Shaigen area when you're like fully geared up. So these guys are tough to... Like these areas are really, really tough to climb. It's very difficult to do it properly. Even with our increased agility, it's still going to be difficult for us to climb up. So again there, that might work, to be honest. Probably climb up this one. Yeah, I think we just about make the grade for this one. We can't quite do jump past 2 windows, but that's alright. We should be able to scale this building, and that means we're just that bit closer to getting to a supply point. There we go. Good stuff, good stuff, good stuff. Okay, so we want to get to a supply point, if we can. Oh my, look at this wall. See what I'm talking about? Yeah, not so well leveled for that, are we? No, we are not. This area is not to be taken lightly. Really isn't to be taken lightly. Okay, so where do we need to get to for a supply point? Looks like we could get further away if possible. Come on, grab that ledge. Come on, fool, grab the ledge. Don't fall off it. Yeah, there we go. Got that ledge. It's probably going to be some Shaigen up here, but that's okay. If there are Shaigen. The thing I'm looking for more than anything else, really though, is the Shaigen rocket launcher. They've got these grenade launchers which are... Oh, wow. That was a bit of a fail, wasn't it? Okay, let's try and let's take a direct approach and try and get to a supply point and know where it is effectively.
New agency intel, agent.
New agency intel, yeah. Okay, we do need to just watch out for these guys because they are insanely well armed.
Wang is previous incursion attempts on
to
Wang's
climb
skyscraper show that
on
the
Wang's, but now
Shy-Gen
they've
can
locked
lock
out
down
all
all access at a moment's
surprise may
notice.
be the best option
The
here.
element of surprise may be your best option here.
We do just have a real need to get to us. I just want to get to a supply point because then it just makes that initial part of the game just a little bit easier.
Agent, you
I'm
should
on the
seriously
lookout though
consider
for
reclaiming
just
an
grenade
agency
launchers
supply
because they are very, very powerful, and I do want to have one.
Is that all there?
He's got the different shotgun, isn't it? The equalizer. So let's swap weapon here and see what that is. Yeah. So this is the upgraded shotgun. These guys have quite literally the best of everything. That's their MO really. They just have the best of everything. Wait, come on, grab something. Oh, he didn't jump. Come on, there we go. Now this supply point could very well be on top of this building, which would be an absolute pain in the arse to scale. Okay, tell you guys what, we'll do the old fall on the ledge, oh silly me, climb up the side, old trick. Okay. Wait. Yeah. As long as we get a supply point here, then we're all good, because then we can start storing weapons and making a choice based on what we want to get done each time. Okay, so then I can go to here, like this, to get to the next point to scale that. Okay. Can I scale that gap, though? That's going to be interesting. I can certainly scale this gap. Yeah, this should be a piece of this. There we go. Up we go. Same old ledge climbing, really. That's something you just have to get used to in this game, just climbing the ledges. Holy. I can't climb that gap. Can I not? Oh, that's so annoying. Okay, let's see if we can't. Oh no. That was bad. We couldn't climb a simple gap like that. Ah, I see what we need to do. We need to get across to that bit, and then from there we can climb it. Okay. Let's go. Up we go. To be honest, I could have just climbed the stairs, but who uses the stairs? Stairs and doors are for people with no imagination. Yeah. There we go. Now then, we want to use this area here, don't we? Yeah. They weren't forgiving in the architectural way of this game. That's not their design philosophy. Forgiveness to players really wasn't a big... Oh, I can do this. Come on. Come on, pal. Come on, pal. You can do it. Oh, no. Let's jump back over onto this thing. And from here we should be able to launch our way. Come on, pal. Just grab the ledge. Just grab the ledge, pal. Oh, we're just failing it. That's really, really sad that we're doing that. Let's use a bit of cleverness, shall we? We'll try and use a bit of cleverness. Is there any way that we can climb up? Climb up and around, maybe? Use something different? No, I'm just not seeing it, you know. That's really sucky. Okay, well the only thing I can really think to do then is to go near an enemy boss, and then from the enemy boss location, then potentially go from there, try and... Yeah, I can only assume that a boss location would be the place to go and find ourselves a rocket launcher. Let me guess, there's like a big wall bit that's going to block us from getting up this. There's going to be like a lip or something that we can't climb. They always put one in, you know, just to make it just that little bit harder, as if to say, you know, you shouldn't be around here. You know, this is not the place for you. Come on, grab a ledge. There we go. Yeah, conquered you. Didn't I? Made you look like a fool. Oh yeah. And we still can't get there. What? No way. No way.
There's an agency supply point nearby, Agent. Locate it,
Well,
and then
I
eliminate
feel like
the
I could
gang
probably
members
do it.
protecting it.
Let's destroy that. Maybe it'll destroy the barrier. No. Let's get up here. There we are. That's good, isn't it? There we go. Oh, we could probably climb up on these. Come on. Oh no, that was really sucky there. There's nothing for me to climb on top of. Apart from maybe like that. Yeah, I could do that. I walked straight off it. Oh my god. This is getting needlessly annoying. Okay, let's go. Okay, let's try and walk up this. Right. That's a little easier. Now then, clear this gap. Oh yeah, there we go. There we go. Okay, that was not easy. Not by any means was that easy. So let's reload some ammo here. Let's go and steal these nice and easy
means more space to
agility orbs. Okay, very nice, very nice. Well, at least we've got like a spawn point, and we can utilize this to run around. Oh, there's a place up there which I doubt I could get to be honest. I've having to use like cheatiness to get there. So there you go. There's a supply point right on top there, which is just madness. If we jump down, we are literally going to die. There is nothing that's going to stop us from dying if we jump down. But I do want to get some of these massive bonus agility orbs up here because these are awesome. There we go. Let's grab some of these, and then what we'll do is we'll head towards a enemy stronghold in an attempt to. Oh, hello. Thank you. We'll head towards an enemy stronghold in an attempt to get the grenade rocket launcher thingamajigger. Yeah. When we get our agility all the way up past where we are now, it gets just insane. I mean, honestly, it gets mad how much agility you get from each thing.
I recommend you seek out and reclaim additional agency nodes, Agent. They make
better
moving
foothold
around
in the
the
city,
city
whatever.
much easier
Yeah.
and faster.
That's not interesting to me because I want to head along the map. And let's just take a look about.
Watch out!
Let's see if we can find. Whoa, that was bad. That's the point that takes us back to our main HQ. We'll leave these guys alone unless they start using the rocket launchers, in which case we will immediately try and get a rocket launcher off them because it is the best way of leveling up your grenade skill. Concert hall, no, that's not one of them. We could head along the promenade. Let's head along the promenade a bit. Let's go. Because there are sort of low-hanging fruit options for agility orbs, which are nice. Nice of them to do that in such an insanely high mega city, which is the Shaigen area. Let's grab these agility orbs, you know. Make short work of leveling up our agility again. Yeah, look, these are just barely helping us along.
Gates of light seen through your HUD are vehicle race markers, Agent. Complete these races.
But we can
to
grab them,
increase your
and
driving
it makes agility orbs easier to get. We can farm up a few. Okay, I'm going to aim for this sign here. I'm going to aim and fail for that sign there. There we go, hidden orb. Nice, 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 nice. Oh, let's probably is a little easier to get, I guess. We could probably just climb up this. Oh, that's really annoying. That's really quite annoying. That, however, is our way up. Most assuredly so. If our agents can grab it. I'll take another supply point, why not? It's worth doing, it's worth doing. Okay, so we should probably try and use our melee a bit, try and get our melee up. We can one hit kill fools with melee, so that's a good thing. Let's take this as well. Reload ammo and exit. There we are.
Space to store gang weapons.
There we go. I do like collecting up agility orbs. It's the second time I've tried to climb that building. Okay, we need to get to a Shaigen boss area if we can. Shouldn't be too difficult, although I've been fooled before. Okay, let's have a look around. We need to find an area which has an enemy boss in it. They are moderately easy to do. Yeah, there's a couple hidden around. Basically, for the Shaigen, it's kind of easy because you just go to like really big locations, and it makes it really easy for you to go, ooh, I wonder what's over there in that really blatantly obvious huge building. Oh, maybe it'll be an enemy boss. Maybe I'm right. Okay.
Remember, Agent.
So we're halfway to our next level of agility, which will help. Agility is probably the main bottleneck in this game. I mean, you can upgrade everything else, and then you get more damage and stuff. But melee and if you upgrade melee and agility, you're pretty much done. You don't need to focus on anything else much more than that. This area. BCN Institute of Research. I should be able to just kill them. This is probably an enemy area here. Incoming dossier update. Yeah, there we are. This is where this guy is. Right, let's go in. We're really close to him anyway. Let's go in. There's going to be a lot of dudes, so let's throw some grenades and just deal with it. Whoa, one of them had a grenade launcher, I'm sure. Yeah, they've got grenade. People on the roof have grenade launchers. That's what I came here for. Come on. Come on.
Badly wounded, Agent.
Let's get behind some cover. Ow! Let's go. So we can get our health back a little bit, which is good. Let's get some more health back. These guys do not mess around. Come on, switch to the not the car. Ow!
Are superior foes,
My God.
as you just learned.
Shaigen are superior foes, Agent, just as you've just learned. Right, where are we going? Where's the closest supply point for us? Well, we got two, basically. So let's head that way and give that another go. As you can see, rocket launchers, extremely strong. Not to be messed around with, but you can see why. You can see why I want to get there. You understand that, don't you? Get out of your car, will you? I'm gonna commandeer this vehicle now.
Son of a bitch!
Hopefully I can do this without running over the populace. That's good. Oh, I think someone shot the vehicle. Yeah, because it's handling like a pig dipped in mud. Get out of the way. Right. Attempt number 2. Whoa. Out of the way. Out of the way.
There's significant freak activity around here, Agent. That can only mean our friend...
Yeah, so this is where they talked about freaks and stuff like that. This is basically the beginning of the end for Crackdown, because the freaks, as they like to call them, are basically zombies. and whatever clever person thought an open world game needed zombies should be shot at dawn like the rest of them, who thought that open world games needed zombies all the time. Why on earth people always seem to think that's going to increase the value of their game, I do not know. But they do, and that's just the way the game goes. So we want to climb. Climb, dude. There we go. There we go. And then we want to climb up this. Great. No way around that one. Let's go. Let's try and find a different way in, shall we? That might be a clever idea. What about that parking garage over there? Great idea. Well done, Coldire. Keep going with the clever ideas. It's always a good idea when it's a Coldire idea. Right, so up here, or near enough up here, is where we're going to meet the dudes who have the grenade launchers. Because this is where they were shooting us from. You'll know which ones have the grenade launchers, because they'll be the ones launching grenades at me from miles away. There'll be just explosions out of nowhere, and I'll be going flying just all the time for some reason. Yeah. Like these ones, for example, who are happily being... He had it. He had the weapon I came all this way for. Hey! Hey! Nope, don't kill me, 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 don't kill me. Dodged that one like a boss. There we go, the Firefly. Check this weapon out. Boom. Kaboom. Okay. All great and wonderful, but it's time for me to leave. Goodbye. I've come here for a weapon, and I've gained that weapon. That's all I wanted to get. Right, let's see if we can get on top of that building over there, which is going to be fun on the bun, I'm sure. But maybe we can climb up this. Yeah, I think we can climb up this. This should be... No. Come on. Now hit that ledge. Hit that ledge. Hit that ledge. There you go, pal. Not difficult, was it? There we go. And now we have the Firefly. Thank God. Right, so let's go to another supply point. We got a little bit of time on our hands. Why don't we go and eliminate some more of the Shaijan, Why don't we go and eliminate some more of the people around here? Because we've killed pretty much all of them, I would assume. There's usually one tied to about each supply point. So how many supply points have we got? 1, 2, 3, 4... 5, 6, yeah, I think there's 7. I think there is 7, that kind of makes sense to me, so let's go off to here. Yeah, I want to get out of that area for now. Let's go, yeah, look, there's... You can go to this one. Lemmings. Let's try and find somewhere to go in Lemmings. Let's enter the supply point and change our weapons around, though. Because I now want to be using the Firefly. Let's reload ammo and exit. Okay, that's all good. But it's about time we beat on some fools, because it's time to beat on some fools. So we need to get our strength up, and it's only on 74, so there's more fools for us to kill. So let us see. We've been around the map quite a bit, and I want to try and get to... There's where it goes. Swan Martinez hideout. Yeah, I know. That's the... Okay, so we've got all of these guys who we've taken out. We've got... Okay, so one of them... There's 2 undiscovered that are left. Okay, one of them is fairly obvious anyway. Oh, I know where the other guy is. Yeah, I know where he is. He's at the boxing gym. We haven't been there yet. I remember the boxing gym. Okay. So, I can start using this grenade launcher, and I can start killing fools with it. So, like, for example, like this. Blow up their place, and it will just give me more grenade stuff. As that grenade thing goes up, however, it will then become... It will become really easy for me to kill civilians, thus making it less efficient, which is kind of annoying. But that's just the way the cookie crumbles into dust. So which direction are we headed in? We are headed in the right-ish direction, so we need to keep going this way. Just blow up that car for them. because you know they appreciate that kind of stuff. You know, you can just keep blowing up their car and keep getting your grenade skill up, and as you can see, it will go up very quickly. This thing is a insanely overpowered weapon that works really well, especially to them when they're in cars like this. And the easiest way to do it is to do it here with the Los Muertos. Okay, we do need to kind of head to the right if we can. The easiest place to do it is with the Los Muertos, really. They're the easiest and stupidest of the AI, and therefore are the ones you want to use the main skill on. Obviously, this is an insanely powerful weapon in its own right, and it will get even more so. That's one of them. Oh, get out of the way, civilians. There we go. That finished him off pretty quickly. So whilst we're on the way to the other boss location, we might as well just carry on blowing up these dudes. Let's see where we're at now.
The more you use explosives to enforce the law in this way, the more their effects
boxing gym. At least I think it's over here. I know we need to go to a boxing gym. There's a sort of boxing area that we want to get to. Yeah, so that's it over there.
I bet you'd get more than a healthy workout at Sportises.
You get more than a healthy workout at Sportis. Yeah, exactly. More than a healthy workout. Kaboom.
For you, Agent.
Yep, so there's the dossier update, and there we are. There's also a supply point here for no reason at all. But we can level up our strength here. Try and get our strength all the way up. Let's take these dudes out, nice and quick. Because this is basically their like physical trainer sort of boss. All the bosses kind of have like a thing that makes them valuable to the cartel. You know, either they'll be in trafficking or they'll be in sort of PR or whatever it is that they do. And basically, your job is to take them out. Hilariously, some of the more modern games look to Crackdown as the way that they organise cartels in a game, because they think, oh well, you know, Crackdown did so well, it must be because they had really good gang organisation. So they always head it that way, and in fact some of the games, like for example Ghost Recon Wildlands, for example, uses the exact same system, that you need to take out all the dudes first to make taking on the head honcho a lot easier, but you can go straight to the head honcho if you want. Which is completely unnecessarily in my book, but whatever. Take some grenades. Now, this guy actually is quite strong, mainly because he's got a beach full of dudes. Yeah, I know, that's an interesting statement right there. But our speed and agility make it kind of easier. He's just holding some grenades, apparently. So we're going to use some of our grenades as well. It's just easier to take our dudes using grenade launchers than it is to shoot them with all kinds of other stuff. Yeah, get absolutely wrecked, fool. If you're going to aim at me, you might as well get hit by a grenade, fool. Let's get you down. I think we just got killed, but it killed him anyway, and so because of that we're alive and fine. Yep, so there we go. That's all of the
Rodrigo Alvarez
is dead. Without Alvarez to push them to their physical limits, Los Muertos go are unlikely to stay in shape. Do not allow yourself to become complacent by the news agent. Okay, cool. Whatever. Recalculating your success of removing the kingpin. Probably it was responsible for maintaining the village guards close to the kingpin. In fact, it's about the kingpin's guards will not be as protected as success has now increased. So basically, we've done everything. We can go straight for the kingpin now. There is absolutely no reason for us not to. The one thing that I want to do though is to cement our sort of finale for this area. Really, is to get our strength up to the max as well, because that is important, and I want it to happen. We need to get higher up than this. Okay. Ah, that's not a supply point. I thought that was a supply point. No, it's a bit of DLC. Right, so let's get some more dudes killed. It's a good idea in general. Kill more dudes. Another cheat. cheeseburger. Yeah, rocket tag mission. DLC as it transpires. DLC. So I don't even know whether or not that DLC is still available or where you download it from or whatever. It doesn't make much sense to me. Let's throw some more grenades down here. Our strength is getting to the point now that it's going to be... We're going to go up just so much health each time, it's going to be fantastic. So a lot of these guys have respawned back in, which is nice. And we can just run into them and just smack them with this. There we are. You're not going to be so easy to kill because you're a bodyguard. Get them guys down. Get out of here, fool. We just need some more dudes to wail on, and we'll be fine. There we are. So as you can see, this one is just the best for taking out enemies from range. It just works really nicely. It took me ages to figure out that it's basically like the L1 or LB button to reload in this game. Okay, so let's go. This is probably one of the finest Xbox exclusives ever made. It really is. When you look back through the pedigree, there are a few like PlayStation exclusives which try and do what Crackdown did, so specifically with superhero type mechanics, and it just really didn't work out for them like at all. Right, there's more dudes up here, so let's go and take these dudes out. Hopefully they aren't too powerful. I say that they are Los Muertos members. They are the easiest, the weakest of the chaff, effectively. Strength skill increased. Very nice. So now we're even more of a tank. We're just an absolute beast. We got 3 extra rows of health. Yeah. Yeah, very nice. Okay, so where do we need to get to? We need to get to... We got a bit of a long way to go. Let's go and... Let's get to a supply point. We'll get to the supply point and then we'll blast our way over to the Kingpin and just grind his face into the ground. Because we've killed pretty much everyone in Los Muertos area, which is good. We've also got our dude to pretty powerful stats, to be honest. We've got all the way up to 3-star strength, and we've got 2-star agility, which is basically enough for us to go around all the areas of the Volk. I do want to try and get the 4th star of agility, basically. 3-star agility and 4-star agility. I want to try and get from the Volk if I can. That's going to be the other area, and then we can just take on the Shaigen cartel just very, very easily. Okay, so let's get to a supply point. We'll go for the easiest one to get to, which is this one by the police department. We'll climb up and get that gem as well as we go. So as you can really tell that as you increase your agility, it just has such a profound effect on the game, which I really, really like. You know, that's such a simple ideal, but works out just in such a great way. You know, like, why can't other games just have such a very simple and organic leveling system as Crackdown? It's not difficult. Just do it this way. This way is the way we like to play. It makes just every little part of the game just be fun. Because every little thing that you're doing is to try and increase your own power level that's useful, you know? It has a direct use to it. You're not just gaining new powers just for the sake of it. No, you're gaining new powers just for the fun. So let's go to another supply point. Again, Los Muertos. And then we will go to this one and we'll go straight for the Kingpin. Nice, 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 nice. So the Kingpin is very, very heavily defended. We need to head in which direction?
Nice work, Agent.
Which way direct? It's important to get your direction and your bearings correct. Yeah, that'll do it. Let's go for it. So he's basically going to be the head, El Jefe, you know, the head of the cartel. And he's the one we're going to want to take out. He's the last sort of guy on our list as well. So now all the areas that had gang bosses in are going to have peacekeepers, and this is pretty much going to be the end of the road for the Los Muertos cartel, because there's just not going to be anyone. They've got no leadership whatsoever, completely cut off, and they're broken, basically. you don't want to take on the cards. Well, you can go straight for the main the main heads of the organizations if you really want to, but they'll be very well defended. If you take out all of their little sort of sub bosses, if you will, if you take all of them out first, then you're going to have a much easier time of it. So that's all those fools taken out from over there.
Be aware, Agent. The greater your altitude when you dispose of a criminal, the more your agility improves as a side effect.
The more your agility improves as a side effect. Yeah. So basically that's them telling you about how if you snipe enemies from really high up buildings, basically, then you'll get agility. But it's so slow and inefficient, you might as well just go straight for agility orbs. It's what I do. The one nice thing about this weapon is that you can use it to effectively demolish enemies from just miles away. And I mean miles away. Okay, so that's Don Domingo de Garcia. He's the El Jefe. So now if we go to this area, you can see that we found all of them and we've killed all of them. Yeah, so Don Domingo de Garcia is the only one we've got left to take out, and then we are all
intel confirms there's a
so
cave entrance that can be
there's an awful lot of dudes guarding his sort of mansion, if you will. Yeah, so now it's telling us that I'd take those odds, basically telling us that we're all good. Now, at this point, it's nothing more than a sort of mad rush. What I try and do is I try and get to at least one of the rooftops, because there's just so many enemies, and if you stop to try and take them out, you're going to get taken out yourself. So don't bother. Climb on top of these green things. If you've got enough agility to scale this wall, do it, because these guys are pretty weak anyway. And once you get onto the rooftops, then you'll get some reprieve from most of these enemies, and then you can go pretty much straight for him. He'll be in here. Take out his other dudes first, because these guys are just constantly wailing on you. The other thing you can do is just throw some nades behind the bar. He likes to stay behind the bar, so you can just throw some nades back here. Enjoy getting just absolutely destroyed with nades. Yeah, enjoy that, mate. Fun, isn't it? There you go. So now he's pretty much on his last health bar. He's more powerful than us, has more health than we do. So they can knock block you as well, but we can kill him very easily. There we are. Don Domingo Garcia eliminated. Very good. Okay, so that's about it.
Don Domingo Garcia, head of Los Muertos.
So there we go. That's the Los Muertos cartel completely and utterly wrecked. Yeah. Easy peasy, job done. So now we can just dive out of the window here. With Garcia and his crew out of the way, he's reached the group together for final show of strength. Oh yeah, I forgot. Yeah, we need to go and stop the rioting. I forgot about this little mechanic that happens, yeah. Basically, we have to go and kill a set amount of dudes, and then once we've done that, then that's it. So their show of strength is basically because they're trying to elect a new leader. So they're just going around shooting up the place and just seeing who's the biggest and stupidest of the lot to obviously be the next leader. But we're not going to allow that to happen, and yeah, I don't need tutorials hours into the game. That's really just not a requirement. Okay. But remember, this is a game from a different time. This game is so old. It's so old. It really is a game from a different time. But the fun of it is that it follows because it's an absolute classic, it follows the laws of gaming back then. So you didn't release unfinished pieces of crap. You finished your game, and if the budget didn't allow you to finish the game, then the budget was increased, and if the budget couldn't be increased, then the game wasn't released. None of this sort of, oh well, we'll fix it after release kind of ideal. No, none of that, and the game industry was better for it, and I miss those days, even though those days were kind of like my youth anyway. I do miss those days because it was a time when I didn't have to worry that a game that I was buying would be absolute dog crap, and it also was a time when I didn't get stupid fake reviews on IGN and all the rest of it, who are paid to give a good review. It's unbelievable how much of the sort of the review industry is all about that. But basically the big game companies realised that if they flew out reviewers in a private jet to a campus to play their game whilst also being put up in a 5-star hotel, maybe, just maybe, that reviewer might give you a good review. And when they figured that out, and figured out that the only real sort of thing that potential customers had to do before a game to know whether or not they liked it or not was reviews. I mean, originally we had, wow, that was really, really close. Originally we had demos, and demos were fine because you could just play a demo. You know, you could download the demo or play a demo, and then that'd be it. You know, you knew whether or not you liked the game or not. Nowadays, demos just don't exist, and the reason they don't exist is because people they want you to say, you know, if you're torn and you don't know whether or not you want a game, they want you to buy it. They don't want you to sit on your laurels and have a good think about it and then maybe play a free copy of the game, realise it's rubbish and not buy it. They've made no money off that. So they want you to go the whole hog and actually go out and buy the game. Which I think is... It's incredible how anti-consumer that kind of thinking is. And it amazes me that they get away with it, you know. But certain games do release... sort of demos or like a free-to-play part, and usually those free-to-play parts are attached to early access games, which is kind of sad really, because you know that those games aren't finished. So I'm very much on the fence when it comes to sort of early access games. You know, I'm really just not certain whether or not it's a good thing or a bad thing, whether or not I really want that in the game industry at all, because it kind of fosters the idea that you don't have to finish a game before you release it, and that you don't have to have a QA department, because you can just have you can just get the community to do all your QA for you, and that's just not right and not fair in any way. So yeah, what we got to do, guys, we just got to finish all the guys that are on this map here. They're just literally the last dregs of the cartel, so we just need to take these guys out. We've killed hundreds and hundreds of dudes so far, but the game's like, hey, wouldn't you like to kill some more? And it's like, yep, I wouldn't mind killing a few more. So we just need to make sure that all of them that are marked on the map are the ones we need to take out. So once we do that, this first sort of section of the game, this first third of the game is done. So I really enjoy this game so far. I'm loving playing it. It's fun to play.
Intel for you, Agent.
Okay, so that's all that done. So now we get the dossier update. I'm going to say goodbye here, guys, because the dossier update you're going to want to enjoy.
Once and for all, the agency has begun regeneration of La Mugre, cleaning up the filth left by Garcia's scum, and renaming the district Green Bay as a mark of respect to one of the agency's founders. Agent, your initiative and ability are inspirational. Thanks to your deeds, the innocent need no longer live in constant fear of Los Muertos.
Alright guys, so that's the end of the Los Muertos area. It's no longer controlled by them, and they're all eliminated. Like, all of the cartel bosses are eliminated, so we now don't need to be here anymore. There's nothing more for us to do apart from gaining sort of maybe a couple of agility orbs, and that's fine. But anyway guys, we've run over quite a little bit in this session, so I hope you do appreciate that. I just wanted to get this part done because I felt, you know, part 3, that's a fairly nice spot. You know, I'm planning on having this series be about 10 episodes long, so I'm happy with the idea of it getting to that point. Alright guys, I hope you've enjoyed. Please consider subscribing if you're new around here. Like the video if you did enjoy it. If you didn't enjoy it, then fair enough. Give the video a dislike, but let me know in the comments section below on how to improve it, and I will see you in the next one.
Take what you need, then get out there and kick ass.